This full moon, also known as the wolf moon, is calling on you to shine, 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 and live your life more fully. I'm excited to share my thoughts and insights on the last full moon of this lunar year, which is occurring on January 25th. And this full moon will impact us for about 72 hours, so into this weekend. I'm sure many of you are feeling the changes in the air. This week is off to what feels like a monumental shift, doesn't it? That is yet to reveal itself. Well, my name is Masami Covey. I'm a health intuitive and a functional nutritional therapist and a moon enthusiast. I lead women in rediscovering the wisdom of living with the lunar cycles during and beyond menopause. If you're interested in lunar cycles, learning about moon wisdom and how the moon impacts various organs, systems, hormones, and even fascia, please consider subscribing to this channel. Now let's talk about this full moon, also known as the wolf moon in Leo. This moon is quite interesting because if you have been giving your power away or haven't been able to trust your own voice and wisdom and needing approval or agreement from others in order to claim your own power and authenticity, then this full moon will expose those exact behaviors so you can evaluate your own tendencies and actions and release them. As I have said before, your light must shine because it's not only yours to keep or store and or to lock away somewhere. We need to see your light so we can find our own way home too. This particular full moon is asking you and challenging you to find that light and shine that light. This full moon also has the quality to inspire you to find your own inner spark, twinkle, and your unique flair. And it's interesting because I am already feeling the nudge to find my own flair. And just as a side note, this reminds me of the cult classic movie Office Space. But, of course, I digress here. So let's get back to what I was saying before. Yes, so this full moon encourages us to trust your own voice and shine. However, if you are expecting something in return for shining your light, well, maybe like, for example, more recognition, acknowledgments, or even agreement, then this full moon will also challenge you to revise those kinds of thinking and expectations. This full moon in Leo taps into your heart region to reignite and expand the inner spark that is there. Heart opening is the theme this week, with this Leo energy influencing the full moon. Let's talk a bit about the organ of the heart first, though. Then I will share with you some hands-on tools to support this vital center of your body. As some of you know, recent research has shown that the heart is more than just a pump. Although traditional scientists and medical books will still argue that it is. The ultra-sensitive heart has its own bioelectric and nervous system, which means that it is a very sensitive organ, and it's very sensitive to incoming signals within and outside of the body. And it creates wave after wave of powerful vortices through the blood vessels. Think of blood flowing in the form of a spiraling vortex inside the blood vessels, rather than passively flowing in a straight line. This is what gives such a change of vitality to our life energy in our bodies. This understanding of the heart is important because when you can tune into the fact that the heart is not simply a mechanical pump, but rather a potentiator of life energy moving as a vortex wave through the body, you can begin to elevate the relationship you have with your own heart and hearts of all living beings. Imagine that you are creating a mass of whirling fluids inside you, and all of us are doing that too. Shifting consciousness as a whole becomes real and possible, doesn't it? I sense that this particular full moon in Leo really spotlights this remarkable swirling organ, our heart. And visualizing your heart as a vortex and not a pump will expand the field of its reach, far beyond what we can even comprehend. So let's imagine this right now together. And imagine that you put in several drops of your light, gifts, and beauty inside your heart and watch it swirl, swirling through your heart. And watch it move through your entire body as it continues to flow in the form of vortex. You're being nourished by your own light, imagination, dreams, intentions, and beauty, and so much more. This inspires me, and I hope this is inspiring you too. Including the full moon day and up to Saturday, keep adding several more drops of your light, gifts, dreams, and beauty. And like I said, so much more as you welcome the full moon's ability to spotlight the heart. So now let's talk about two tools that I wanted to share with you around the heart. So when your heart is struggling to stay healthy, and I have several clients that I'm working with currently that are really struggling with their heart health. But, this is when you experience exhaustion and you'll sense that the like afternoon exhaustions, but no matter how much you sleep, you just wake up tired also. I mean, of course, those will have blood sugar dysregulation issues and other maybe hormonal issues, cortisol, and other hormones that you need to be balancing. But definitely when you struggle with the heart health, you're going to feel exhaustion, lower energy, and sometimes like extreme cold and heat, back and forth kind of thing, anxiety, and a sense of this like doom and gloom kind of a feeling as well. And sleep issues can happen, among other things. So let's go into two tools that maybe you can start to use to support your heart health. Even you might not be experiencing heart issues right now. This is a great way to tune in and tap into your heart during this full moon. And also, if you have maybe like presentations or things that you have to do in front of the Zoom with the group and you're a little bit anxious about that, you can do these things right before you get on the call. Okay, so the first point is right on your hand. Okay, so right where the middle finger comes and your index and your fourth finger, they come together, right ring finger. They will bring them all together, and it's almost like a branching out position are the fingers here. But when they come together, they root right there, where if you slide your finger up, you'll get stuck right at the edge of the bone here. Okay. That's right where I would like for you to massage in a circular form. And you just relax your fingers so they may move with you a little bit like this, and that's okay. So going circle one direction, maybe 20, even up to 30 circles, great. And then go to the other side. But you don't need to do this extremely hard or, really digging into the depth of it. And as long as your hands are relaxed, you'll start to feel like there's a little bit of warmth in that region too. And then let's do the other side. So your middle finger, your index, and then the ring finger, they all come together right at the root there. So it's not at the center of the palm, right on the edge of the bony part. So if you slide your other finger up, it gets a little stuck there, right around there. So circling, I generally start with the outer circles, and you could go inside either way. And they will start to warm up a little bit. And I felt that when I did my right hand, there was a little bit of stiffness, maybe slight, I wouldn't call it pain, but slight discomfort. And probably because I'm right-handed and I use my right hand a lot. I'm in front of the computer a lot, typing things up a lot. So that might be showing up for me on this side for me. Okay, so once you do that, that alone creates this generating energy that is really tapping into your own heart's vortex as well. And when you do these circular motions, you're just kind of creating your own vortex right in these spots that correspond with your heart. Okay. Next is just shake your hands out, relax your hands completely from your elbows and your shoulders as well. And then you use your pinky side of the hand and you tap. But when you're doing this, you can use both hands, but it's like a karate chop positions. Okay. You're kind of tapping, but you're using the edge of your hands. edge of your hands. And right around the collarbones, all across the collarbones, can be very helpful for relaxing anxieties, but they actually relax the heart. Okay, who would have thought that, right? And then go into the pectoral muscles. These are very much connected to how your heart expresses itself. And then go into the chest area, right at the sternum. You could use one hand, but key is that, do you see how relaxed my hands are? So try not to create a strong, karate chop position. So soften it up. And all across the chest area. And then relax for a moment, palms facing up. Take a couple of really nice slow breaths through your sinuses, through your nostrils. So let's say if you're getting on the call or you're getting on the stage, you're about to present and there's this little surge of anxiety or the blood gushing through and you can feel it. Your heart rate's going up. You can just go chop, 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 karate chops, chop, chop, chop around. Just like that. And then release. It takes just a few seconds to bring back the groundedness, but also the deeper connection that you can make with your own heart, the inner knowing space, your authentic voice, and your own inner wisdom. Okay. So I hope this is helpful for you. And if you enjoyed this kind of video that I'm creating, please subscribe and give me a thumbs up. I also really love reading your comments. Really, really do. So keep them coming. Until next time, enjoy rediscovering the wisdom of living with the lunar cycles. Namaste to all of you.